Hello, everybody! What's up? Now, I didn't think this was going to happen. I thought I'd be like, and welcome back to more Science Game. But I was like, no. I didn't expect Tuesdays to be the end of Science Game. So welcome, instead, to Ace Attorney Investigation 2. Man, I am excited. It's been a little bit since we dipped our toes in the Ace Attorney, and last time we were sent rookie to century. Now we're back in the shoes of the prosecutor, the king of prosecutors, and this. Now, I was really debating, to be fair, if I should play Dual Destiny or Investigations 2 first, but I ultimately did decide on Investigations 2 first because I thought it would make more sense to do Investigations 2 first because I know Edris returns in Dual Destiny. So, this is kind of a nice meanwhile with Edward. Even though the first investigation game took place like a month after Richard's turnabout? And then, a month later, Phoenix loses his attorney's badge. Details. We wouldn't have known that if we played. I wouldn't have known that if we played it. If we played before. That was literally just to tie me over until. That was just to hold me over until the Apollo's Justice Trilogy came out. And so I was like, well, at some point I gotta play Investigations 2, So, anyways, as some of you also know, Investigations 2 technically does not have an English release. That is factual. It was never released in English. So, and when we hop over the game, you're like, huh? You said it wasn't ever released in English, but how's the game sheet playing in English? Well, this is an English fandom. I set a timer for it, but I didn't make a command for it because I was stupid. But I do have a timer explaining that. And also, unfortunately, TikTok was being weird again, so I'm not live on TikTok. Actually, the TikTok audience wouldn't know that. Anyways, I think if we just get started, I'm really excited. It's been a little bit. I'm really excited to get back to the Ace Attorney again. Tie my toes into the investigating. Also, reminder: Saturday, I'm doing some Fall Guys training on. Don't know how that's gonna go yet. So, I don't know if I'm gonna be with other people or not. I don't know. It depends on how I'm feeling. It might start earlier, it might start later. So, yeah, who knows? So, anyways, let's start. Okay. Learn about target. There it is. We can see it. It's the emissary of peace from the east. The president's private plane is arriving at Gore Lake. The last time we were here, we were accused of, murder happened. And you guys all hear about that in December. Mr. President, this way, please. Also, this is really loud in my ears. Is it loud for you guys? Let me know. A few days ago, a smuggling ring that was long plagued. Oh, thanks to your country's prosecutor's office. From the bottom of my heart, I convey unto you my utmost gratitude. However, the battle is still not over. I declare here and now. The hammer of justice shall burn down evil. Yeek! detective. We need that man. Miles Edgeworth. If there's anyone who can solve this case, it's him. Damn, you're looking good, Edgeworth. March 25th. 2:46 p.m. Grood Lake Park area, audience area. Okay, so this is still before Phoenix would lose his attorney's badge. That's interesting. I think, unless like a year will pass, but it seems like it's recently after Turnabout Ablaze. So therefore, this is still before Phoenix lost his attorney's badge. Word of this must have reached every corner of the world by now. An assassination attempt on the president of the Republic of Zempa. Oh no! I forgot his name. But man, that man is a precious boy. My name is Miles Edgeworth. I am a prosecutor. We already know this. I was asked to investigate the grave incident, but upon my arrival, Mr. Edgeworth! We've been waiting for you, sir! This man is Dick Gumshoe. He's a detective with the local precinct. Same elements. Huh? I'll have to look at that later. I thought I... Hold on. I must figure this out. I am so sorry. Sorry about that. At least we get to enjoy Gumshoe's theme, which is pretty nice. Oh well. Your assistant man, all cases under my jurisdiction. What's the president's current condition? I'm still not sure, sir. The paramedics just entered his plane a few moments ago. I see. I hope it's nothing too serious. Man, I like that guy. Very well, detective. Please show me around the crime scene. Roger that, sir. Hey, mister! Just a minute! I'm begging ya! What's this? Mister, yeah, you're a prosecutor in charge of these around these parts, right? Can I ask you a little something real quick? I'm afraid I must refrain from commenting for now. Let's go, detective. Hey, wait! Mr. Prosecutor! Well, hold on, Mr. Edgeworth. Wait for me, sir! Now then, detective. Care to fill me on the details? Basically, the whole thing happened here in Grood Lake Park. There was a big welcoming event for the president of the Republic of Zempa. Yeah, there's our message. There's our message about how this is an English fan dub. The president of Zempa, Daijing Hoyong. As I recall, newspapers and news programs were making a quite deal over his visit. It rained a bit, but it stopped just a bit before his plane landed. He came out, and all of a sudden, in the middle of his speech, bang! A gunshot! At least, I think it was. You think, detective? You wow. I added the detective part, but, it works. Truth is, I just got here as well, so I don't know all the details, sir. You were also called on here on short notice. Yup. And today was supposed to be my day off. And you're Gumshoe, you get too many salary cuts to get a day off. And I was supposed to be at the High Prosecutor's office, preparing for a case for trial. The Chief Prosecutor asked you personally, sir. The Chief Prosecutor? The Chief Prosecutor was taking part in the welcoming event. Apparently, the Chief called out right after the incident occurred. Call Prosecutor Edgeworth. He's the only one who can solve this case, he said. I see. So that's what happened. After the incident, we sealed off the park right away, which means the assassin is still in the park. An assassin in this crowd. This could get dangerous, sir. Ah! That experienced the worst. Just remember what was supposed to be my first trial! There's another incident. These civilians could get in harm's way. This is a race against time. Let's begin the investigation. First, we will investigate the crime scene and gather some information. Precisely. There's no mistaking it. The president was a target with a gun. This is something I have to keep in mind. Detective Gumshoe. Where was security at the time of the gunfire? The police were in charge of guarding the park perimeters. The president was being protected by his own personal bodyguards. It's those guys over there. Why didn't you go talking to them, sir? I wonder if someone's a little scared to talk to the big bad bodyguards. Okay, they're not bad. Probably. Maybe one of them tried to assassinate. Talk to someone, press the A button while standing near them. Or I could just hit the talk button. What do you want? You're the president's bodyguards, correct? What was the president's security detail like during the speech? The president had his two best men by his side. The rest were stationed nearby the stage area. We're professionals. We consistently keep our eyes on the crowd, scanning for any signs of suspicious activities. I see. In other words, security was flawless during the president's speech. Let's keep going. We should talk to other people and examine anything suspicious, in order to collect the remaining pieces of information from the scene of the crime. I see. So that's how you round up your info. So what do you do with all that info after it's squared away? Someone in the crowd is making quite a ruckus, but I don't have time for that now. Hey, Mr. Prosecutor! Tell me how, please. After gathering from some pieces of information, you try to find them to connect between them. Detective! Hey now, don't be such a stick in the mud. What's this about finding connections? You connect two pieces of information that share a link. That's Mr. Edgeworth's specialty. It's called logic, pal. Okay, so Phoenix has his psyche locks. Apollo has his perceiving. Renosuke had his pursuing, And Edris has logic. What else is gonna happen? Press the L button to use logic and the X button to connect any thoughts. I should start by pressing the L button to use logic. Or I could just hit the buttons. Someone was able to fire a gunshot under flawless security, and they were able to avoid being spotted by professional bodyguards. This is no easy task. There had to be a certain amount of preparation beforehand. It's very likely that the president's assassination was a premeditated crime. I expect nothing less from Mr. Edgeworth. From Mr. Edgeworth. What a brilliant logic, sir. Maybe you should try to use it too. Yes, well, when you follow the facts and find a connection, you'll begin to see the truth. However, if the information doesn't line up properly, I may stray further from the truth. But if I think carefully before piecing leads together, the logic should flow. Begin investigation. Okay, let's start by examining everything we can. To examine, I approach anything that looks suspicious and press the A button. Well, I just hit the button. And if I want to consult with Gumshoe, I press the I button. This is. Yeah, I was surprised too. No matter how you look at it, it's definitely the Steel Samurai. You guys don't understand how much I love the Steel Samurai. It's the reason I get up every morning. No, seriously, it's my ringtone. It's my alarm. It's my alarm clock. It's my alarm sound. I'm not joking about that either. The Steel Samurai is how I wake up every morning. One time I changed it to Love Love Guilty, but it didn't have the right aesthetic to the Steel Samurai, so I switched back to the Steel Samurai the very next night. Yeah. And then I bought some keychains. I bought the keychain off of Fangamer, not because of the Steel Samurai, mostly because of the Magmata, but I also bought the Blue Badger plushie. I'm a child with a bank account, okay? That's all you need to know. Is I'm a literal child with a bank account. Okay, not a literal, but I'm a metaphorical child with a bank account. The Steel Samurai, warrior Neo Tokyo, a hero from a popular TV program. Come on, shut up, Ledgeworth. You know you still like it. Popular with both children and adults. It has a broad appeal. Why would they use a Steel Samurai balloon at the welcoming event, sir? This is like flashbacks to. This is like us having flashbacks to. This is like us having flashbacks to literally Turnabout Goodbye. Just like. But you'll see me hear more about that in December at some point. I haven't really figured out because I was gonna wait till after Extra Life to figure out Turnabout Christmas this year. So I got big plans for Extra Life this year, but I'm gonna talk about those more later. Perhaps he was chosen as a hero to represent our country. I won't rest until I've arrested every suspicious nook and cranny. The flag of the Republic of Jampa. its symbol appears to be a phoenix motif. This is... What is it, sir? Haven't you noticed? There's an unusual spot on this flag. Compared to the flag on the opposite side of the stage. There isn't a speck of dirt on it. This flag is spotless, sir. Yes, that's what the flag is supposed to look like. However, there's one spot on this flag that is out of place. Where is it, sir? Please explain it so I understand. What a helpless man. I suppose I should point it out to him. Move the cursor to the unusual spot on the flag and press the X button. Right here. There's an unusual hole in this flag here. Ah! You're right. Judging from the burn marks around the hole, it appears to be a bullet hole. A bullet hole? Then the bullet from the gun must have gone through the flag. Very good. What kind of comparison is that? My curtains have nothing to do with this. Okay, yeah. Poor steel samurai balloon. It looks so miserable. Indeed. What did it do to deserve such a fate? According to the witnesses, a gunshot was heard when the balloon popped. Did a bullet fire from a gun hit the steel samurai balloon? Why must all the steel samurai balloons be treated in such way? This is the second one we've seen in Crude Lake! Maybe it was an assassination attempt at the steel samurai! To create the steel samurai was like this. Like this. It's a serious crime. What's more... Okay. A bigger question now. What's more of a crime? Larry portraying the steel samurai? Or the second time a steel samurai balloon being in the Crude Lake? Oh, hey, the first time was Larry's fault. So when something smells, it's usually the butts. Detective, we must not let this irresponsible get away with this. Of course, sir. I seem to gather a few pieces of pertinent information. Now to calmly use some logic to figure out any of them connect to each other. Yes, sir? Notice anything? The rain. It stopped, sir. It was pouring until the president arrived. Even the mist after the rain has cleared up. Were you looking forward to the rain? I plan to go fishing at the lake. Rain gives you a better chance of a big catch, sir. It does in Minecraft, Gumshoe. It does in Minecraft. During the president's welcoming event, all regular activities in the park were prohibited. It's not a regular activity. There's no activity more special to me than fishing on the lake. Detective Gumshoe. No court of law would recognize that as a special activity. Even in the midst of such an ominous case, the detective still has his usual self. Detective Gumshoe, I assume you understand how to conduct an investigation. Of course, sir. The basis of any good investigation is collecting information, examining suspicious objects, talking to suspicious people, pressing the A button to examine and talk to people. Also, each person may have something different to say about evidence you have collected. You can present evidence from your organizer to people you are talking to, sir. Pressing the R button to go over the evidence that I've collected in my organizer, and pressing the X button when talking with someone to present evidence. I've been with you for so long, Mr. Edgeworth. I'm pretty much got most of the basics down. And that's much why you still haven't been promoted, Detective. And keeping your salary cut. Gathering information will be the key to solving this case. After you collect enough information, try to find some connections between them, sir. Connect the pieces of information that share a link. Yes, that's right. We'll use logic to pursue the truth. Press the L button to look over the information I've collected. I understand this. I understand. I'm looking forward to witnessing some of your amazing logic today, sir. Today. Such a tiny object. I'm surprised you don't lose it. It's an identification badge for us prosecutors, after all. I see. It must be tough. For me, I'd definitely lose it, sir. I'm always losing my police badge. Gumshoe, what are we gonna do with him? Right? Am I right? Having such a talent for losing things must be tough. Ha ha ha, Mr. Edgeworth, you're such a joker. Even if you show that to me, I still have no idea what it is, sir. He's proclaimed that quite proudly. With so many spin-offs of the Steel Samurai series, it's hard to keep track of all the characters. The Rapture balloon was made resemblance of the original Steel Samurai. Mr. Will Powers himself. An honor to have him be acquitted in my courtroom. Everyone should know that much at least. I didn't know that, sir. How? How are you still my partner? Besides, they all have two eyes, one nose, and a mouth. Wow. Wow, Gumshoe. What observant eyes you have. Every human has those exact same attributes as well. Humans don't have silver skin, though. I don't even know how to respond to him anymore. And let's not talk to him anymore. I love Gumshoe, but we already talked to those. A gun was fired during the president's speech. I remember when I had to give a speech in grade school. What an awful day! Right in the middle of my speech, an earthquake broke out and shook the classroom, sir. That is really awful. I don't do well with earthquakes myself. No, really, Edgeworth? No. It's not like we... Huh? Are you listening to me? You're ignoring me, aren't you, sir? What is he taking pictures of? The hammer of justice shall be brought down upon evil, all evil. It looks like he's reading the speech notes from the floor, sir. Guide to Public Speaking 3. Speak slow and yell loudly. It was confidence, it says. This is me talking in public! I think I spoke too fast. But I was yelling loudly. With confidence. I felt so ashamed. Mostly just because I'm in my own house. I see. So that's how it's done. I guess I'll take another photo. I have an objection to his behavior at work. Sir, have you found any traces of assassination? Nope, none at all, sir. No fingerprints or footprints of any kind. It's because everyone's touching everything and walking around wherever they want. Detective, don't you think that's what it was a bit out of line? I agree, sir. I'll report it and see how it shows up on his next salary assessment. Gumshoe, wow, taking control of other people's. Oh, How's this here? The investigation coming along? It's that woman from before. I cannot disclose any details concerning the investigation to the general public. Aww. Have a gal out here, Mr. Prosecutor. Huh. At this rate, I ain't never gonna fit. It's memento lata. That name just now sounded familiar. It probably just my imagination. Yeah. It's not like we have to deal with a lot of heart or anything. I think I examined everything I could. Oh, not everything. A red apple balloon is floating in the soft breeze coming off of the lake. When I was a kid, I used to send letters by balloon. That's when you tie a letter on the balloon and let it float away, hoping you find a pen pal. That is an interesting method of communication. Did you acquire any pen pals? Actually, I never found one. Aw, come true. I don't even know if my balloons made it out in my backyard, sir. It didn't even get that far? Let's put some logic together. But where's the gunshot hit by a bullet? Let's confirm these two together. As a result of the gunshots, there was a bullet hole in the flag and a ruptured balloon. That must mean 2 shots were fired, sir. If we conclude that the spot was hit the president, it's possible that 3 shots were fired in total. No, it's almost possible that the flag and the balloon were punctured by the same bullet. If only we could be certain about the number of gunshots. Investigation complete. Now then, let's continue the investigation. Hey, Mr. Prosecutor! If you find anything new, could you please let me know? I've been wondering for a while now, but who exactly is that woman? I thought she was just a noisy onlooker, but it looks like she's investigating too. Hey, please! I'm begging ya! This is good music, though. In order to figure out how many shots were fired, we'll need to talk to a witness. It can't be helped. Let's try talking to her. Ah, Mr. Prosecutor! The name's Nicole Swift. Just between you and me, this case is going to be my exclusive scoop. Exclusive. Miss Swift, is it? Could you tell me what you witnessed during... So how's the investigation coming along? I'll be the one asking the questions here, thank you. Y'all got a suspect yet? But you can find the furly doohickey around your neck. Could you please stop talking for a moment? I'll be the one asking the questions. What is this, an interrogation? I reckon I was getting myself an interview. We can interview later! Not really, though. I'd like to know how many gunshots were fired. Can you please tell me what you saw? Well, I guess. I ain't telling you nothing. What? My life depends on info, and I ain't giving up that easy. Don't be selfish, pal. Won't you please be cooperative with us? Selfish? If you ain't gonna share no info with me, I'm gonna get it from somewhere else. But wait a minute, pal. If I wait, what are you gonna give me what I know? If not, adios, amigos. She won't budge. We're at a stalemate here. A stalemate? I wonder about that. But what do you mean, sir? As you know, chess is one of my hobbies. How does one go on the offensive against a defensive opponent? There are many tactics available on the chessboard. Really? I don't know much about chess. I prefer checkers. If we remove the prefer checkers part, yeah, same. I don't know, but explain. I don't understand chess. I'm not smart. Okay, I guess you don't actually have to be smart to know chess, but even if it appears to be a flawless defense, there's always an opening. Observe as I break down her defense with my words. In order to get her to talk, I'll need to use the right strategy. Using the image of a chess game, I'll need to stay one step ahead of my opponent. Oh, this is new. Now then, let's analyze the situation. So you give me some info. My trap's sealed shut. She has her guards up, so this is her defensive strategy. If I was to waste too much time, she may grow impatient. I need to pay attention to the time limit. I must not be careless with my words. When my opponent becomes agitated or aggressive, I told you I ain't talking, you stubborn as a mule. For example, during times like this, I should calmly wait and see how things play out. The moment my opponent shows an opening, I'll be able to strike. First, I should ask about her identity. Now, let us begin. Magic chess. Oh. First, could you tell me your occupation? No way! If I told you then I might get the wrong idea. The wrong idea? In other words, it's a job that you cannot tell others about. I never said that! I ain't some kind of suspicious person! And because you run up the model citizen. Please excuse my rudeness. I didn't mean to offend you. I may not know the details of your job, but I'm sure it's a reputable one. Eh? Well, you might be giving me too much credit there. I ain't have done a major article yet. Hey, I heard you mention articles just now. Does your job involve writing articles by any chance? Dang nabbit! Okay, so Logic Chess is Edgeworth's psyche lock. Got it. Alright, so the truth is, Phoenix has his psyche lock. Apollo has his perceiving. Renosuke has his pursuing. And Edgeworth has the logic chest. That's right. I'm an investigative reporter. A bona fide up-and-coming new journalist. I see. A reporter. She may already have some information about the case. This will be my next line of questioning. This is the real battle begins. I need to draw out even more information from her. You said that you're a reporter. Do you come here to gather news material? In fact, you want to know that bad? Give me some info first. No, you first. Show me what you gathered. Honest, Betsy, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't have enough clues to proceed with this line of questioning. I should try another line of attack. Were you present at the time the incident occurred? Hey, Mr. Prosecutor, how about some of the info you promised me? No, ladies first. I insist. I love that. I told you my trap's sealed shut. You ain't getting my info that easy. That's my livelihood here. Please, I'm begging ya. If you stick to your head too deep, you may be putting yourself in danger. I'm a pro after all. A few gunshots don't scare me. Come on, man. If you're gonna climb up, I'm out of here. It seems I should have been more but decisive there. Fuck. When the opponent is accurate, I must calmly wait and see. But when they let their guard down, I mustn't hesitate to strike. Ha! Ladies first. Oh, fuck! I have you cornered. Huh? What's going on with you? That one was my bad. That was my bad. That one was mine. I'll admit, you're dedicated to your job. However, you still have much to learn. The fact is that you heard the gunshots clearly means that you were present during the incident. You must have seen something. But busted again. I just happened to be here covering the speech, and that's when it all went to south. That's all I swear. I ain't saying another word. So she was here to write an article about the speech. She should still have the material she gathered from her article. This could be a useful clue. You said that you're a reporter. Did you come here to gather news material? If you want to know that bad, give me some info first. No, you first. Show me what you gathered. Honest to Betsy, I don't know what you're talking about. Let me try using that clue. Are you telling me that you came here to gather material and you left empty-handed? You should still have the materials you collected with you. That's tootin'! I'm a pro! I collect info with my own 2 feet. That's why I ain't giving up without a fight. As the prosecutor in charge of this case, I'm making a serious plea for your cooperation. Don't you mess with me. I ain't handing over that final. Wow, you're just like your mentor. Wait, see? She's aggravated, so. Please understand where I'm coming from, Mr. Prosecutor. Being a reporter is a tough job, isn't it? Ah, so you're finally getting it. How's your job performance been? Well, I'm always trying to be the best reporter I can be. This here tape recorder, I always carry it by my side. I see. If you're trying to be the best reporter that you can be, then it would be unnatural for you not to have collected any news material. You recorded it on your tape recorder, didn't you? The information regarding this case. Ah! Dang it! There goes my exclusive scoop. That's right. I have it on my tape recorder. All the information I recorded for my article is right here. Checkmate. Logic check complete. That's amazing, Mr. Prosecutor. It's a new one to me. Before I knew it, you had done that in me chattering like a chipmunk. Let me hear what you have on the tape recorder. If I listen to the tape, I should be able to determine the exact number of gunshots. Fine, but I won't let you have it for free. Other than my mentor, you're the only person who pushed me this far. In other words, you're going to be my second mentor. Yep, that's how it's going to be. Sorry, I already have someone I have to take care of. I see. It's kind of like a second home, sir. Dumpster, don't you have somewhere else to be right now? And I got one more request. A 24-hour exclusive interview. It's a little excessive, don't you think? Please, Mr. Prosecutor, this is my first and final request as your apprentice. This is difficult to accept, but unless I agree to it, I won't be able to listen to the tape. 24 hours is out of the question, but I will grant you an interview after we solve this case. But what about being my second mentor? Also out of the question. Oh, don't be so Ernie. Well, I guess I'll take what you can get, and for the sake of my news scoop, time to get the ball rolling. Let's begin our exclusive coverage. Well then, Miss Swift, please begin the playback of the tape recorder for me. Click. My dear friends, there is a reason for my visit. A few days ago, a smuggling ring that has long plagued my nation was exposed and crushed. I see. This was the president's speech. Click. The president passionately addressed the crowd. He deflated rumors flying around the recent decline of his approval ratings. This was my own commentary. I tried to create the feeling of it actually being there. According to the schedule, there's a meeting after this. You seem quite pleased with that. Yeah. You seem quite pleased that the Yasagasa incident has been resolved. Well, of course. It's a great honor for us as well. Whose voices is this? Those are from the folks standing in front of me. I reckon it was two older men. They kept whispering to each other. Where have I heard this voice before? Oh, that gunshot's coming up. The president raises his fist in the air. The atmosphere is boiling to a fever pitch. However, the battle is still not over. I declare here and now, the hammer of justice shall be brought down upon all evil. Bang, bang. What intonation? Whoa, 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 whoa! Click. It seems that 2 gunshots were fired. And what do you reckon? It's quite simple, really. Using the bullet's trajectory, we can deduce its flight passage. 2 shots were fired. 1 bullet hitting the president. That means the other shot left a hole in the flag and punctured the balloon. Do you understand now? The location of the perpetrator who fired the gunshot. Um, I want to say like right here. Over here. That's right. The perpetrator definitely fired their gun from here. Mm. Then he'll show you one of his brilliant deductions. I'm looking forward to it myself. Come on, Mr. Edgeworth. I was on the wrong side. Hmm. Yeah, it has to be from like right here. By connecting the bullet marks from the flags in the balloon, we able to learn the bullet's trajectory. It's likely that the bullet was fired from the left side of the audience area. Detective Gumshoe, I would like to investigate the left side of the audience area. Yes, sir. Wait, you mean we have to move all these people? Yes. There's no time. We could lose vital evidence for every second we let set by. We must hurry. Yes, sir. Mentor number 2. Hey, Mr. Mentor number 2. I never agreed to be your mentor. Miss Swift, I assume you are addressing me. Of course, Mr. Mentor number 2. This is my time to shine. I'm an expert at crowd dispersal. Let the torches release them hounds and run them down. I appreciate your help, but please do not use those methods. Also, please stop addressing me as your mentor. I never agreed to that position. I hear ya. I'll try to keep that in mind, Mr. Prosecutor. Mr. Edgeworth, we're ready to begin investigation, sir. Miss Swift, here was all over the crowd, helping them run them up, sir. Ain't bad compared to my first mentor's mobber and wrangling skills. She seems to be using this sort of thing. However, Miss Swift, all that running around seems to have caused your clothes to be covered with mud. I'll take care of the cleaning bill if you'd like. Eh? Oh, you talking about my parka? No, don't you worry about your fancy little head about it. It's reversible, so I can just flip it around later, and it's all as good as new. That won't do much for mud stains, though. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, let's restart the investigation, sir. The crowd has made a mess of the crime scene. I hope some traces of the criminals are still left behind. Oh! What are you doing here, Payne? This is a terrible incident, Mr. Edgeworth. Who is this? Hi, Winston Payne. We were made to assist you as a prosecutor. He is a prosecutor? Why did you come here today? I'm accompanying the chief prosecutor. His voice sounds like one of those I heard on the tape earlier. He one of the men standing in front of Miss Swift? And where's the chief now? The chief is a busy man. He has special permission to leave the premise. The chief called me here, then left by himself. I'm not completely satisfied with this. Thanks for that information, Payne. You're with the television crew, are you not? Oh, that's right, but then you must have recorded the speech. I would like to see the footage. About that. That will be difficult. What's that, pal? It's your duty as a citizen to cooperate with the investigation. After the incident, the guest knocked over the camera in a panic. All the footage was lost. If there was any footage left, it could have been vital evidence. Yeah, too bad, sir. Ha 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 ha. What was that? Looks like you're in a jam, Mr. Edgeworth. That voice. Okay? Long time no see, Mr. Edgeworth. The hero of justice. Kay Faraday is here to save the day. Hero. I guess she wouldn't refer to herself as a hero line. So have you given up on this great thief business yet? Nope. I haven't stopped. I'm just on vacation. I'm still in training to become the second Yatsugatsu. I'm telling you. I said this on Twitter once. But, Kay, Trucy, and Emma would be the great. Should be like the great second Yatsugatsu. That would make a great story. Those three. The daughter of a prosecutor, the daughter of a defense attorney, and a detective. Eh? About 2 weeks ago, this girl became involved in one of my cases. The mysterious phantom thief, the Yatagataru. The case of a gentleman thief who steals the truth for the sake of justice. This girl is the successor to that great thief. If you need to pick a lock or tie a rope, leave it to me. But since I'm still in training, I haven't actually stolen anything yet. Okay, what are you doing here? Isn't it obvious? I wanted to join the festivities. She doesn't seem to have a fondness for these kinds of events. Afterwards, I decided to come meet up with you guys. Well, you're glad to see you. You look like you're doing well, pal. It's been a while, Gummy. I'm glad you're here too. Okay, you said earlier that you could help me out. Please don't be surprised, Mr. Edgeworth. Little thief! I took a photo that captures the exact moment of the crime. I thought you were going to bring out a little thief. Okay. I see. Could you show it to us at once? Same as usual, I see. I can't even, can you act even a little surprised? Yeah, that prosecutor's always in a sour mood. He even got annoyed when I called him my second mentor. Oh, by the way, I'm Nicole Swift, up-and-coming investigator reporter. Nice to meet you. Nicole? Yeah, Mr. Edgeworth is really... Enough idle chatter. Can you please just show us the photo? Fine, here. This is the moment I took right at the moment of the gunshot. This is awful. Everyone in the audience is running in panic. This photo takes the president and his 2 bodyguards. What's this? Thank you, Kay. This will be a very important clue. Oh yeah, you got a sharp look in your eye. Did you find something, Mr. Prosecutor? In this photo, there's a contradiction. This photo, I don't see nothing. If you don't understand, then I'll show it to you. The scene captured in the photo and the evidence I have in hand. By comparing the two, I'll find the contradiction. It's time for my deductive skills to come into play. First, I'll have to find the spot that holds the contradiction. Would it be this one? Okay, let's think of this. Okay, so I think it's this guard. Because hear me out. Why would they be looking in opposite directions if the gunshot fire was only shot one way? But it's like, which one? Which one would be shown though? Because that's when it's like, okay, so I think it's this guy. There's nothing unusual about this area. First, I'll have to find the spot that holds the contradiction. Once I find the contradiction, I press the X button with conviction. When I press to present evidence, it contradicts the spot. Here's definitely a contradiction. Mr. Edgeworth. When you're wrong, you should just admit it. But I couldn't have been wrong. Just wait, I'll show you proof. Miss Swift, the newspaper contains a photo of the president. I'd like you to compare it with the photo Kay took at the scene of the crime. What do you mean? Oh, that's right. There's something on the president's forehead that wasn't there before. That is a mole. It certainly looks like a red mole. That's foolish. It's hard to believe that a mole would pop out of thin air like that. Maybe a bug bit him, sir. That's all? I thought you were onto something. Turns out it was just it's a bitsy bug bite. You're talking with such a serious look in your face. I was getting all excited. The way to the truth always begins with always with small contradictions. Ooh, that's a great way of putting it. I'll be using that for my article. Anyways, okay. Okay, do you have a little Steve with you? What's up? Like I said, Kay, do you have a little Steve with you? What do you think? Just like a real hero, right? Yes, a new truth has come to light thanks to you. I'm trying to live up to the reputation as the second great generation yet got through. Still, I hope I showed more of what I learned from my training. In regards to your training, please tell me you didn't. Don't worry, I didn't steal anything. Okay. Just answer me one question, please. Did you bring Little Thief with you? I'm still taking a break from being the great thief. That's nice to hear. I want to hurry up and fight for the truth, just like my father. I'm still in training. And I haven't found anything, a member to join me yet. Like I said, you gotta get Tracy right, and you gotta get Emma Sky with you. You guys would make a great team. Yatsukatsu, huh? She says that she wants to recruit some girls to join her. There just aren't that many girls out there who want to become a great thief. Well, I would hope not. This photo of the president and the president from the newspaper article. No matter how you look at it, the real red mole is a contradiction. It's hard to believe that red mole has just appeared out of thin air. I got it. Let me steal a line that you said earlier. The way to the truth always begins with small thieves. That's not what I said at all. Stealing is an art. I arranged it to fit my style. Your version seems to have lost the true essence of my words. That's a really cool badge. It depicts a blazing sun on the top of winter frost, right? Yes, it symbolizes the 70s of the criminal justice system. My badge has the symbol too. It's a bird with 3 legs. It symbolizes love and justice and peace and courageous and honor and kindness. What happened to truth? I believe that even a great thief has rights. For example, we have the right to choose whether we want to steal. I guess she doesn't consider this valuable. The Steel Samurai is cool, but I like the Jam Ninja best. I'm glad she's not a Nickel Samurai, because then we'd have to expose her to the streets. Armed with only his singing voice, his journey ways through the warring Momochi age. He's so awesome. If I recall, the protagonist isn't your ordinary ninja. That's right. He uses his ninja songs to propel himself towards stardom. Maybe I should give it a try as a singing great thief. It would make her easier to catch. I guess I shouldn't stop her. A red null, huh? I got it! Looks like someone got out the good old Sharpie while the president was asleep. Well then, this photo has no connection to our case. No! There's definitely a connection! After all, I'm the one who stole the photo. You just took the photo. This music is good. Probably not gonna be added to my work playlist, but my main playlist. Do you come here to cover the welcoming event? You betcha! I wouldn't have missed it for the world. What time did the event start? It started after the rain stopped pouring. We've been raining all morning long. The president's plane got here at 1:45 p.m. Then the president began his speech around 2 p.m. When did the shooting occur? I reckon it happened sometime around 2:20 p.m. So it occurred about 20 minutes after the speech began. Yep, it was right then. Sounded like a gunshot rips through the air. And then the Polaroid president collapsed on the stage. And that's when it went down. On March 25th, 2:25 p.m. at Grood Lake Park. What was that all of a sudden? Oh, that? I was just recording some notes from my report. If I think of something good, I'll take notes of it right away. It ain't often that you get the chance to cover a presidential assassination. Gotta make it dramatic and heart-wrenching. Gotta write me one of those action-packed articles. Did the president actually collapse on stage? The bodyguards escorted him onto the plane, sir. Ah, yeah, y'all have to pardon my embellishment. Sometimes I get a little carried away. It seems I would be best if I look. It seems like best if I take this woman's testimony with a grain of salt. Well, now, I guess you could call me a reporter. It sure sounds different when somebody else calls you that. Reporter Nicole Swift. Yep, got a nice ring to it. Just to be clear, you are actually a reporter, correct? In training. What? How many articles have you written so far? Oh, you mean like actually published works? None at the moment. Yet, you still call yourself a reporter. Well, this case is gonna put me on the spotlight. I'm done capturing the whole entire speech perfectly. No bloopers at all. And with this mic and this tape recorder, I'm gonna be shining the star out in the broadcasting world, just like my mentor. So, Mr. Prosecutor, how do you know my mentor? You're the one who brought up the subject. I may or may not have said something like that. As a reporter, you should take responsibility for your words. But my mentor always tells me a reporter should always leak information freely. What a public nuisance! You know this public nuisance. She told me that when she gave me her tape recorder. Get out there and record all the scandal scoops you can get. So you create smoke where there is no fire. I'm amazed you call yourself a reporter. I don't start the fires. I just fan out the smokes as far and wide as I can. We didn't start the fire, but we're gonna flame it just as all to God. Isn't that just what I said? What you got, comes to? Yes, sir. Notice anything? These camera flashes have been blinding me all day, sir. The media and even those onlookers have been in photo frenzy. This is a rare event for them. Just let them be. But they're clearly taking pictures of you and me, and Mr. Edgeworth. It's a violation of our publicity rights. I'm going to do something about it. Before I could stop him, he already run off, searching for cameras that took pictures of him and making the crowd angry in the process. This is a man who truly never betrays your expectations. You press the L button to look over information that you collected so far, sir. By the way, Mr. Edgeworth, do you still remember my name? Of course I do. What are you talking about? Evidence and people related to the cases are recorded in the organizer, sir. You can also use my profile to refresh your memory of me, sir. I'll try that out later by pressing the R button. Dick Gumshoe, homicide detective at the local precinct, in charge of an initial investigation. Dijing Hongyang, president of the Republic of Zhenfa, targeted during his speech. Nicole Swift, a reporter covering the president's welcoming speech, is seeking a scoop. K for today. The self-perpetrated grade C searches for the truth as the second Yasukatsu room. There's no point in just holding the evidence, sir. Evidence should be presented. Obviously. That's why each piece of evidence needs to be examined with greater detail, sir. Front to back side, sir. Corner to corner. Near, far, and wherever you are. You have to put the evidence through the ringer. I agree with everything except the last statement. You risk damaging the evidence. Ha ha ha! That's just a figure of speech. I wouldn't literally put evidence through a ringer. You can never tell with this man. The pieces don't fit together quite right. Must be something I'm missing then. The news van from the local media. Tires are stuck into the mud. That reminds me of this time when I went to help push your car out of the mud, sir. You just drove off and left me behind. I was totally bummed out. Not that she mentions it. I do seem to recall something like that happening. But 15 minutes later, you did a U-turn and came to pick me up. As expected of Mr. Edgeworth, I knew you wouldn't forget about me, sir. Yes, of course not. Except for those 15 minutes. Of course. Why don't we talk to... Y'all need to go through the garbage? You prosecutors got a tough job. Yes, because going to the garbage is how every lawyer works. Isn't that right, Apollo? Sorry, I'm just trying to make reference to Turnabout Corner. Apollo's justice, the events of Apollo's justice hasn't happened yet. Apollo has not gone through any trash. Probably. Well, considering at this point Apollo's like, what, 15? Detective Gumshoe. Right away, sir! If it's the detective jobs to go to the trash, prosecutors don't want to get dirty their hands. Let's see. I hope I find something good. The detective seems to be a little too eager about searching through the trash. sorry, sir. Let's see. Something related to the case. Look what I found, sir! Yes, good work. Let's have a closer look. I'll need to view this object from various angles to uncover the truth hidden within. Yes, sir! Just give me the word and I'll spit out the evidence and run around. Hold the R button, use the D-pad to rotate the object to the desired viewing angle. If you want to zoom in or out, I'll move the evidence for you, sir. Press the X button to zoom in and the Y button to zoom out. Investigate everything. Please let us know immediately, sir. Move the cursor to a spot then. A document of some sort. Let's see. President Security Detail. Here's our plans for the President's security, sir. It depicts security layout. Oh, they too are fans of chess. Ricky takes a nightly place. Pay extra attention to the lake area. In case of emergency, nightly will lead the president inside the plane. Ricky and Knightley. Those two guys from the photographs, sir. The bodyguards are not in the Republic. Are not from the public or Zenfa. It seems that the president landed a local security firm. Why did you use the police force of Zenfa? Want to know the reason? That's another big scoop. Do you know something about it? I was just at the Zenfa embassy the other day, fixing me to get me some news material. That's what I heard. It sounds like the president's got plenty of enemies. He also don't get along too to the top brass of the Zenfa police. I see. He doesn't even trust the people of his own country. Oh man, how can you not? You can trust Agent Lang at least, right? You trust him, right? You trust Wolfman? Okay, I think this might be the one time I bring him up. This could be related to the assassination attempt. Why would this document be in the bag? That's strange indeed. It concerns the safety of the president. Normally, it would be under tight security. This bag. There's something else in it, sir. A gun! This is... Good, sir! Mr. Edgeworth! Could this bag belong to the... Indeed. It's possible that the assassin may have thrown it away. It's a revolver. Something like this to appear in a place like this. Is this the work of a professional assassin? He must have used that document to carry out the crime, sir. This revolver. I will need to take a closer look at it. This is a laser pointer. Oh, laser pointer? It's impossible to help you aim with a laser, sir. Just press here and... It's a firing red laser, sir. Did the assassin use this laser pointer to target the president? I have some logic to put together. Still, there is something about this laser pointer. I think it's a good time to go over the pieces of information I have collected. This would be the grip. I have held the grip of several guns in the past, but it's never been a very pleasant feeling. No, really? Oh, no, Edgeworth, I wouldn't, oh man, I don't think picking up a gun. You are a member of the Ace Attorney characters who have picked up a gun unintentionally. Good club. In fact, you founded that club. This gun fired 2 bullets. That matches the number of gunshots heard. This must be the murder weapon, sir. This bag has provided with lots of useful evidence. Comes to time real paid off, sir. Good work, detective. I have one more request. Please tell the forensics team to check the gun in the bag for fingerprints. Yes, sir! If we can obtain the fingerprints, it would be a huge breakthrough for our investigation. I got the results back first. That was fast! That was fast! Of course! I made them double time it. Unfortunately, we couldn't find any fingerprints, sir. Are you certain you did a thorough search? Of course, we combed through every inch. We took out the bolts and examined them, sir. As expected, this won't be easy. I solved the mystery of the red mole. Eh? You mean it's not a bug bite, sir? It's nothing a bug bite or an itchy rash. It's the light from the laser pointer. You mean the gun was aimed at the president's forehead? Right after that, the second gunshot was heard. That's certainly more than just an inch, sir. Indeed, I'm concerned for the president's well-being. It's become more and more likely that this gun was the weapon used in the attack. But why did the criminal use a laser pointer, sir? That's right. They would have had a beam of light shining from their hand. Pew, 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 pew. Way too conspicuous. If you follow the path of the laser, you'll find out who fired the shot. That's not good at all. Oh yeah! I also took some other photos. Maybe the light of the laser pointer captured on one of those. It's a long shot, but there may be a chance. Okay, could you show us those photos? Coming right up! Firstly, the photo from before the incident. Your face is taking up most of the frame. It's called a selfie, Edwards. God damn it. I wanted to get a 2-shot of me and the president. I was taken a little before the gunshots. And here's the one I showed you before. This was right after the first gunshot. And immediately after that, the second gunshot rang out. And then, what's this? You can't really see much of this photo. After the last photo, one of the running the gas knocked me down. Looks like the shutter just clicked then. This doesn't look too helpful, pal. Well, those are the photos, all the photos I took. I'd like to examine these in a bit more detail. Investigating which photo. Wait, before the incident, I see something. Where can the laser be? That must be Mr. That's not Mr. Payne's back. I found it. But what? Just look in front of this person in the red hood. Ah, there. Yes, that's probably the light from the laser pointer. But then the red hooded person would be the assassin. We did it. That's all thanks to me, right? Right. As expected, the great thief has stolen the truth. Perhaps the criminal can also be seen in other photos. Let me examine these photos one more time. Ah! I see him! Present! Ah! There! The Red Hood. Assassin. Looks like they're escaping in the panic, sir. We can see in the direction they ran. Ah! The samurai dog banner! Right. The assassin escaped towards the right side of the audience area. Detective Gumshoe. Got it, sir! We're investigating the right side of the audience area. Counting on you. The red-hooded assassin. Since the park was sealed off, there is now nowhere they could run off to. If we follow their trail, we'll definitely catch them. Now then, let us continue with the investigation. We'll definitely find some traces of the assassin. Okay, so we can do both sides. And Mr. Payne's just still there. The flag from the shooting booth was laying on the ground. The crowd probably knocked it over. Judging from all the footprints on the flag, there must have been quite a panic. Do you know where you could buy these flags, sir? Why do you want to know? Are you going to write Gumshoe on the flag and carry it around with you? Yeah! How'd you know, sir? Don't tell me. Mr. Edgeworth, did you just read my mind, sir? I meant it was a joke, though, for him to actually have thought that. There are toy rifles lined up neatly on the countertop. Oh, it's a shooting booster. I hate to brag, but I'm actually pretty good at these. I thought you said that you weren't good with guns. It's not that I'm not good with them. I just don't like guns, sir. Normally, that's what you would call not being good with guns. I won't express until I ever expected every suspicious nook and cranny. I keep looking food stall made out of plywood. They're selling samurai dogs. Mr. Edgeworth! I got $2, sir. Am I just imagining things? Are you suggesting we take a snack break during our investigation? Of course not, sir. I just thought. Could help us with our investigation. I'll buy you a box when we're finished with the investigation. I'm sorry, sir. What? What's this look on your face? Is there a problem? No. It was just unexpected, sir. This is the red button, sir. Could this be? Could this be related to the person in the red hood? Hey, and this is full of red things, sir. Hold it. Why am I included in this list? Well, your clothes are red. Ah! Maybe the person in the red hood is an acquaintance of yours, sir. If you truly believe that, then I suggest that you should be carefully think of it as one more time. Especially in regards to your next salary assessment. Mark that as another one of... They're selling cherry samurai dog. I don't believe I've ever had a cherry dog. I've always wondered, what do cherry dogs taste like, sir? They use cherries instead of hot dogs, so it probably tastes like cherries. But why do they call it a cherry dog if there's no hot dog in it, sir? You have a point. The truth about the cherry dogs. It remains a mystery, sir. There's something you read down there. Detective Gumshoe, please check under this food cell. Something's stuck down there. Let's see. It's a red raincoat. Could this be the assassins? It appears that he got rid of his raincoat before he ran away. The left sleeve. There doesn't appear to be anything out of place. It's not turned out inside out, and the belt is still tightly in place. Even though it was thrown away, it looks a bit too clean. Ah! This sleeve. It's inside out. It's almost also missing a button. Connect. Wow. I can't believe I had to do logic for that. It looks like the fallen button came from the raincoat. It probably fell out when the assassin took off the raincoat. If you look closely, you can see that the right sleeve is inside out, sir. It appears they took it off in a hurry. The button was probably torn off. After shooting the president, the assassin disposed of the gun and the bag in the garbage bin. Then, during the panic, they moved from the left to the right side of the audience area. The bullet trajectory led us to suspect someone who was on the left side of the audience. The assassin then took off the raincoat and hid under the stand. The assassin was in a hurry to remove the raincoat. That's why there are signs that the right sleeve was hastily removed. It also explains why the button was torn off. If that's the case, why is the left sleeve not in the same state? Ah! That sleeve is not inside out. On the contrary, the button is still tightly fixed. What do you mean, sir? To find the answer, we must examine this raincoat in detail. I'd like to investigate the inside of the raincoat. Detective Gumshoe? Got it! This a bloodstain? Judging by the location, this most likely is the assassin's own blood. So we're looking for someone who's injured, sir. Not just any injury, detective. An injury on their left arm. What do you mean, sir? The criminal was in a hurry to take off their coat. That's why the right sleeve is inside out. On the other hand, the left sleeve remained unchanged. How did this difference arise? Quite simply, the assassin couldn't get his arm through the left sleeve. If you think of it like that, it all starts to add up. Furthermore, a blood stain found on the left side of the raincoat. I see. He couldn't get his injured arm to fit through the sleeve. Yes, indeed. I say the possibility is quite high. It's all coming together. Investigation complete. Detective Gumshoe, I want you to pull our assassin out of the crowd. Roger that, sir. Someone with an injured left arm, right? You must have a good head on your shoulder if you did see this through me, Mr. Prosecutor. Finding the assassin with only that much evidence shouldn't be a problem at all. That's our Edgeworth! With everyone in the park sealed in, the assassin should still be within the crowd. I'm counting on you, Detective Gumshoe. March 25th. It's 3:27 p.m. Grid Lake Park audience area. Mr. Edgeworth, we found a suspicious person with that condition, sir. It's gotta be the assassin, okay? We haven't proven that person is the assassin yet. For now, this is just a person of interest. Don't jump to conclusions. Got it. I'll control myself. There's no doubt that this guy is who targeted the president, sir. That takes a daring person to target someone's life in front of the audience. Detective, bring him here. Courteously. Yes, sir. Hey, you guys, bring him here. The killer? Shelley the killer? Man, it's been a while. How you been, man? Oh man, last time we saw you. Oh well, we didn't actually see you. We heard you. You can also obviously tell it's Shelley the killer because of the seashells on him. Man. Please tell me you have not been doing any more dealings with a certain Matt and Garda. Also, welcome back to Nitro References episodes from the Phoenix Wright trilogy. He's not carrying an umbrella, and his left arm is bandaged. You there! State your name! My name, John Doe. I would cut the crap, Shelley the killer. John Doe. That's an unusual name. That's correct. This man. Have I seen him somewhere before? You absolutely have! Prosecutor Edgeworth. You know my name? Yes. I have been observing your investigation. May I ask why you have called me here? We're searching for the assassin who attempted to murder the president. Do you recognize this red raincoat? I am terribly sorry, but I am afraid I do not. I believe that this raincoat belongs to the assassin. Oh my, that is terrible indeed. This person should also have a severe injury on the left side of their body, precisely like yours. I have not relation to this. A stare down, mano a mano. They're firing laser beams out of their eyes. So what happens next? Find out next time. And Ace Attorney Investigations 2. Prosecutor's Path. No, we're continuing to stream. It's only been like an hour. Obviously a confrontation, pal. The battle of wits between two gentlemen. Should I hear his explanation? Yes, your explanation. A witness might lie or misunderstand. If you find a contradiction in their statement, you press evidence, pal. Press the R button to look at the organizer and the X button to present. If you don't find a contradiction, what do you do then? Those are times you press the evidence for more detail. It's like he's being. What? He's being. Oh, sorry for the boo. Cross-examined. Oh, you know what I should have done? I should have searched. Let me do that again. Let me do the joke again. Let me do my joke again. It's like he's being. Cross-examined. Oh, hello, Booba. This is what happens when I ask to move Chinova and stuff around. And also, if you want to, a Chinova toggle is only, I think a Chinova toggle is like, uh, hold on, I'll get you the answer to how much a Chinova toggle is. I think it's like 5,000. Yeah, a Chernobyl toggle is only 5,000 channel tokens, and I will probably be decreasing that because I want to do more with Chernobyl this year. Press the L button, or just hit the press button. All right, sir, could you give us a demonstration, please? Go, Mr. Prosecutor. You're America's best. She just won't quit. I do understand that the person in the raincoat is suspicious. However, that does not mean he wasn't injured. I don't suppose you have proof. Clearly, my left arm is injured, but I can still use my right arm. When it was raining, I used an umbrella, which I have no need for a raincoat. You didn't wear a raincoat. Is that your claim? Yes, not everyone uses raincoats for protection against rain. I'm an umbrella person after all. I'm definitely a raincoat person. Umbrellas will hinder your movement. Well, I don't use a raincoat or umbrellas. Come rain or snow, all I need is my trusty parka. This wasn't what I wanted to talk about. I hope you understand. I am not the assassin. Then explain the shells in your coat, sir. Unfortunately, leaving a testimony unexamined goes against my principles. How troublesome. I am but a simple ice cream salesman. Oops. What was this? Excuse me. In the panic earlier, my wound seemed to have reopened. There's no mistaking that owner of this raincoat is the assassin. Furthermore, the owner of it has an injured left arm. Mr. Doe, I shall reveal your true colors out for all to see. So you admit that the person in the red raincoat is suspicious? Yes, I have been watching you investigate for the audience seating. As an assassin. How dreadful. However, that doesn't mean he wasn't injured. I don't suppose you have proof. What if I had evidence to prove that he was injured? You certainly seem confident. I expect nothing less of you, Mr. Prosecutor. I have a name. You know my name. You know of me. It's because you're famous, sir. Maybe he read about you in the newspaper. I have been observing your investigation. This man is clearly suspicious. If I expose his lies, I should uncover the assassin's true identity. I think it's obvious of his identity. I wonder why. Oh, okay, I'm gonna zoom in just for fun. I can do. I wonder why I wonder why I'm so suspicious of him. It's a mystery. It's a goddamn. Hold on. The goddamn mystery. Why I'm suspicious of him. Okay, I'm done. There we go. Clearly, my left arm is injured, but I can still use my right arm. That looks quite severe. When did you suffer that injury? A short while ago. That's it? As even preparing a single ice cream cone is now a difficult task. Due to the injury, I could not hold an umbrella with my left hand. When it was raining, I used an umbrella. I have no need for a raincoat. From what I can see, you don't seem to be carrying an umbrella. I'm sure you were well aware that the rain stopped just before the incident occurred. I do remember. Afterwards, the number of spectators swelled. If it hasn't been in an hour since, are you saying you lost it only in a matter of minutes? Yes, exactly. Having your umbrella stolen in the crowd wouldn't have taken more than that, would it? Yeah! That's... He has a point, but... The fact is, I had an umbrella when it was raining. I guess it'd be inevitable to lose an umbrella in panic, sir. Do you also intend to say that it was inevitable that his wound just happened to open? So then, it wasn't? All we know is that the assassin's left arm is injured. Mr. Doe has such an injury. His left arm is even bleeding. Very suspicious, sir. The problem is how to link this fact to Mr. Doe. I should use the R button to open the organizer and view the evidence. Yeah. Mr. Doe, you seem to be a very cautious person. However, today seems to be different because you left this behind. Sorry, Objection 2011 is a very jamming piece. You must be mistaken. That does not belong to me. Or perhaps you have evidence that proves otherwise. Mr. Doe, is your injury all right? It was this wound seems to have opened. Indeed, it is quite troublesome. Yes, I'm sure it is. You have my deepest sympathies. After all, you would have escaped. You would have escaped if your wound had not opened up. What do you mean? There is no mistaking that the one who wore this raincoat was injured, and I can prove that person was you. With this. Oh, his ice cream is melting. On the inside of the raincoat, there's a small blood stain. It's the blood of the assassin. Attacking the president is a serious crime, pal. You'll cause an international incident. No matter how long you keep silent, your true nature will soon come to light. A blood test will settle this. The blood from the raincoat. The blood from your bandaged arm. I have all the evidence I need. Why don't you just admit it? You're the assassin who attacked the president. I am not the assassin. You don't know when to give up. If this was a game of chess, you would have been checkmate a long time ago. Admit your defeat gracefully. He seems completely unfazed. I suppose I have no choice. I'll admit it. Indeed, the raincoat is mine. He confessed, sir! Arrest him. Arrest him. You're the one who does the arresting in Gumshoe. However, that does not mean I shot the president. What's that, pal? Prosecutor Edgeworth. All you have proven is that I wore the raincoat. What sort of crime is that? no assassin. I'm just a simple ice cream salesman. All I did was put on that red raincoat and listen to the president's speech. It surprised me to see that the bodyguards take action just before the gunshot rang out. Everyone in the audience immediately tried to escape, creating a state of panic. Are you satisfied with this time? His story's getting fishier by the minute. It's real suspicious. I love also no one is just like pointing out the fact. Edris is not fucking pointing out the fact of the logo in his fucking jacket. You've seen it before, Edgeworth. Glaring at me won't help. We got evidence. Here, look at this guy in the red raincoat. He's got to be the assassin. I see. That is certainly not me. What? Prosecutor Edgeworth, please consider this carefully. Was I really the one who wore a red raincoat? Whether he was or was not, the person in the photo can only be Mr. Doe. But why? This man's self-confidence and intensity. I'm no assassin. I'm just a simple ice cream man. Objection. An ice cream salesman. You must know quite a bit about ice cream. But of course, ask me anything you wish. I haven't thought this hard, sir. Curses! I don't know anything about ice cream. Well, that just proves it to all of us. Edgeworth does not have a sweet tooth. So, what's the most important thing about making ice cream? Mr. Edgeworth? The most important thing about making ice cream is honor. Honor. To make ice cream? Without honor, ice cream is nothing more than a sweet ice. Do you understand? I'm just a simple ice cream salesman. All I did was put on that red raincoat and listen to the president's speech. Why did you use a raincoat instead of an umbrella? Because my injured arm. Is it strange to wear a raincoat on a rainy day? Well, earlier you said you're an umbrella man. It's strange to purposely wear a raincoat when you can't get your arm into it. If both my hands were occupied, I wouldn't be able to serve ice cream. Why didn't you mention that in your testimony earlier? I'm terribly sorry. I must have slipped my mind. After all, I had just gone through all of that. All of that. The shooting of the president, of course. It surprised me to see that the bodyguards take action just before the gunshot rang. So the bodyguards reacted before the gunshot went off. Yes, the bodyguards moved first. The one on the left side of the stage in particular. You saw it quite clearly. I have good eyesight. Names are written up on the upper left hand of the security plan. The bodyguard on the left side would be Mr. Rook. That is correct. A Mr. Agent Ethan Rook, I believe. Perhaps he noticed the light from his laser pointer. That man is no ordinary individual. From their actions, I don't believe that this bodyguards were amateurs. This man isn't an ordinary individual either. Please add that statement to your testimony. As you wish. Wait, how would he know the bodyguard's name though? So the bodyguard on the left was faster. He reacted in just an instant. His response time was superb. I believe his name was Ethan Rook. I see. He had plenty of time to react. No, not necessarily. His expressions never changes. everyone in the audience would be creating a state of panic. But you yourself did not run. No, I did not. Aha! What were you doing then? Amidst the panic, someone gave my wound a big wallop. I was in terrible pain. I felt like sparks would shoot out of my eyes. But in reality, no sparks came out. Sparks don't come out of people's eyes, Kay. The person who wore the red raincoat is the assassin. That's very clear from the photo. However, Mr. Doe is saying that person wasn't him. That's just some story he made up, sir. Rip off his disguise, Mr. Edgeworth. Yes, in any case, I need to start exposing his lies. That's right. And in order to do that, we should press him for more details. We already did. It seems you aren't just a simple ice cream salesman after all. You think too highly of me, Prosecutor Edgeworth. Why would a simple ice cream salesman know the name of a bodyguard? Know the name of the president's bodyguard. The name of the bodyguard. Surely you jest. Didn't you just say their names a moment ago? Mr. Knightley and Mr. Rook. Correct? Got you now, sir! This is the diagram of the security plans. We learned their names from this. However, please look. Only their surnames are written here. You distinctly said Ethan Rook. How did you know his full name when we did not? The ice cream's melting again. That's pretty weird, sir. Why do you know his name? Explain yourself. That was a merely slip of the tongue. It's true. This guy is the assassin. Young lady, you're being a little hasty. The reason I knew his name is quite simple. What? I'm an acquaintance of Mr. Rook's. What? He and I have a bit of a connection. His name is that I will never forget. Mr. Edgeworth, he's just tell a big fat lie. It's not a lie. I'm just a simple ice cream salesman and an acquaintance of Ethan Rook's. In that case, let's just ask the Rook himself about this. Whether or not he's acquainted with this dubious ice cream salesman. As you wish. However, that may prove difficult now. He's currently busy with the president's security after all. Besides, even if I'm not an acquaintance of Mr. Rook's, does that prove that I fired the gun? If you aren't the assassin, then why did you remove your raincoat? It's not raining anymore, obviously. It was a little hot, and the rain had stopped. I wanted to air out the wound. Is there a problem with that? Ugh! I just can't seem to corner him. Mr. Edgeworth, what are you doing? Hurry up and arrest him. That man's so suspicious, I'd even arrest him myself. Arrest him without evidence. How could I do such a thing? Come on, Mr. Edgeworth! Can't you do something? Breaking news! The criminal is on the verge of escaping the prosecutor. Oh dear. They have already treating me like a criminal. I understand. Since I have I have suspected this so far, it seems I'll tell you the truth. The truth. What's he up to? I saw another person wearing a red hood. What? What? Surely that was the person who was in the photo. I, I first noticed him right before the speech was still raining. He caught my eye because of his red coat was the same color as mine. In his hand, I saw a laser pointer. It was the lights aimed directly at the president. It can't be. There was another person wearing a red hood. I knew that if I wore the red raincoat, I'd be mistaken for the assassin. That's why I took off the raincoat. So you saw an assassin wearing the same color hood as yours. Wouldn't that be a nice coincidence? That's what I expected you to say. Which is why I did not testify as such. Prosecutors and the police are so suspicious a lot. I knew no one would believe me. At the moment of the incident, the assassin was very close to the prosecutor. Prosecutor? I only arrived after the incident. Not you, Prosecutor Edgeworth. That prosecutor over there. Me? What did you do, Payne? Yes, you should be visible in that photo. Here, right in front of the person in the red hood. That's me, alright. What's your point? What's this man driving at? I've been observing your testimony this entire time, Prosecutor Edgeworth. And I have noticed something strange. Nicole? Something strange. It does seem you still haven't noticed this contradiction yet. A contradiction? In this photo, the people who can be seen here are as the chief, Mr. Payne, and the assassin. I don't see anything strange. Please think carefully about circumstances during the president's speech. I do believe you are holding the evidence that contradicts this photo. It can't be. There's a contradiction between this photo and the tape. It seems you have noticed. Mr. Edgeworth, what's going on? There's a person missing in this photo. Huh? Who is it? Yes, it's rather strange. Someone who should be there, but is not. Huh? Miss Swift? Why would you say that? Mr. Payne's voice was recorded on Miss Swift's tape. He was whispering quietly as it was the chief prosecutor. These are from the folks standing right in front of me. I reckon it was the two older men. They kept on whispering to each other. It seems Miss Swift was near Mr. Payne when she recorded the speech. Ah! But she isn't anywhere in this photo. That is correct. Now, Mr. Prosecutor, who is the one you should be pursuing? Nicole Swift, would you mind giving us your testimony? Come on, it feels weird when you talk all formal like that. It's fine, I ain't got no assistant hide. Miss Swift's testimony. And like I stayed in one spot while I was recording, I was moving around the audience area, shuffling here and there. I reckon this picture must have been snapped at a different time to my tape recording. So quit making that scary face. It ain't what you think. this tape recorder conversation between my colleagues. The pain and the chief prosecutor. Why would Nicole be lying? That would mean. That would mean Nicole Swift's the assassin, pal. You gotta be kidding me. I ain't done nothing like that. Be as it may, however, there's a contradiction in your testimony. Huh? I don't reckon so. No, sir. It appears I must reveal this contradiction with evidence. No, fuck. I ain't. You were moving around while you were recording. Why were you doing that? Huh? What do you mean? Why? Surely, when recording a speech, it's best to remain still. That's, well, the importance of covering a story from every angle. I wanted to convey the living, breathing event in print. Yes, sir, you betcha. If you were moving around, I doubt your tape would have picked up anything coherent. Well, it's like I done said. I was moving around the audience area, shuffling here and there. Here and there. Could you be more specific, such as of the side you were on? When I said here and there, I meant just that. I was all about the place. You couldn't swing a dead cat from a crowd. You expect me to remember where I was? Could you at least remember if it was the right, left, or right side? Left, I reckon. The person in the photo is also on the left side. Is this just a coincidence? I reckon this picture must be a snapped at a different time in my tape recording. Okay? So you're saying it's logical that you can't be seen in this photo. Yep. I was near that prosecutor when his voice got recorded. But I reckon this picture must have been taken when I was far away, but no doubt about it. Ain't nothing right here as far as I can see. So you're saying the photo is a recording and the recording we're taking at different times. Darn tootin'! It ain't about the equipment, it's all about the timing. What if they were both taken at the same time? If I can prove that, her entire testimony will collapse. So quit making that scary face. It ain't what you think. Scary face. The way I speak to others is not intended to come across as intimidating. Then why don't you try relaxing a bit more? Last time I did that, it got real embarrassing. You make that face when you pull. You make that face when you pull out all that tension in your brow. No matter what you do, always do with a smile. Don't you agree? I'm searching for the criminal who attacked the president. This is no laughing matter. Said that to the prosecutor with the grin on his cheek and chin like the sheriff's cat, end quote. What a humorous nonsense. I should show her what a real scary face looks like. Nicole seems rather aloof about this. Still, she just doesn't seem like the kind of person to tell harmful lies. I agree that she doesn't seem like a person with ill intent, but if that's the case, there must be something even worse troubling her. In any case, Miss Swift's movements have been recorded on that tape. Surely I have evidence that sheds some light on this. Hello, hello. Hello, Chrissy. Oh my god. Oh my gosh, Chrissy, it's been so long. How have you been? It took me a minute to remember who you were as Mr. Username. I'm so sorry. Mm. I am playing Ace Attorney Investigations 2. It is. It's the second game of a spin-off franchise of a spin-off game of Ace Attorney. I really like Ace Attorney. Like I really like Ace Attorney. I think I think my I think my little shelf. Miss Smith, a reporter shouldn't lie. I ain't lying. I'm an honest journalist. Perhaps, but there's no denying that the photo and the recording were taken at the same time. Is that so? What makes it so? The truth lies in these photos. The photo could have only been taken at the same time as your recording. Which spots is taken at the same time? It kind of looks like Payne is whispering. Here, study this area closely. Therein lies the answer to this mystery. Nope, I don't see it. Where is it? Here, look closely. Can't you see it? You're talking a load of hot gas, so this is one of them moral foils, Mr. Prosecutor. Are you telling me your foods are such? Bah! She misunderstood me. Okay, so it's not. What up, Zion? Wait a second. The president's arm is raised. That's when he. Because, of course, that's when you go like, Huzzah! This is where we should head down with. Look! No, shit. Wait, what fell? Something fell off my desk. Oh, sorry for the boo bus. Oh. Oh, now I see what happened. It was my little. It was my little. What? I mean, we already got a gumshoe getting his salary cut joke. We already got one of those. Can you see the president with his fist raised in the air? Why That's about it. Miss Swift, might we hear your tape one more time? Nuh-uh, you ain't gonna hear a word. The way you've been treating me. Would you rather we charge you with obstruction of justice and seize it from you? I don't know how to. I don't know how. I really don't understand how to do counters. So we just mentally say them. Like, I remember in the first game, we had a reference of how many times I referenced the Phoenix Wright trilogy. It was a lot. I mentioned it so much. Objection! Nuh-uh. What the fuck you mean, nuh-uh? Fine, you win. I'm no match for you, Mr. Prosecutor. The question is, during which part of his speech did the president raise his fist? No matter what sort of horrendous criminal organization there is, I will not allow them to exist. The president raised his fist in the air, the atmosphere almost boiling to a fever pitch. Raised his fist straight into the horse's mouth, sir. This tape was recorded at the moment the president raised his fist over the head. That means Nicole's not being this photo is really strange. Oh, but she is in the photo. Right here. The person in the red hood was you, Nicole Swift. You're the real assassin, aren't you, pal? Hey, that ain't so. I ain't never worn that red raincoat. This red raincoat in question belongs to. I do believe it belongs to John Doe. The raincoat's owner is Mr. Doe. That much has been proven. You were wearing something else. A different red hood. You mean there was two red hoodies, sir? Mr. Doe's last testimony was true. But we didn't find any other red raincoats. What if Mr. Doe was a red hood, not a red raincoat? Miss Swift, it was you who told us earlier about your parka. Oh yeah, when I said I ain't worried about it getting all dirty. It's reversible, so all I gotta do is turn it inside out and... HUG! As I thought. But Mr. Edgeworth, inside her parka is red. Indeed. During the incident, she was using that side. But what? Hey, pal, what's the big idea? You're wrong. I've been wearing it like this the whole day. Well then, you will allow me to examine your parka. But what are you expecting to find? We know it was raining prior to the president's speech. I believe you said earlier. Well, I don't use a raincoats or umbrellas. Come rain or snow, all I need is my trusty parka. If you really did turn your parka inside out, then the inside should be dry. Hang on a minute. I ain't about taking off this heavy backpack and putting it on again. Sorry, but can't we do this another time? You think you can fool Mr. Edgeworth as that, pal? Alright then, pal. If we're really wrong, prove it. Show us the inside of the parka. It wasn't me. I ain't no assassin. Miss Swift, if you want me to believe that, you'll need to cooperate with us. Will you please tell us why you wore the red side of the parka? I'm sorry, Mr. Prosecutor. I have my reasons. Honest. I'll tell you everything. Just quit bullying me. Alright, who yelled hold it? Probably Mr. Doe, right? Whose voice was that? Hold on a second. It's a little too early for the end game. Hey, you in the fancy suit. And you've been jumping the gun ever since you opened your opening move. This man was in Kay's photo. Whoa, guess I should introduce myself first. Name is... Okay, no, don't need to go all fancy with the gun, sir. Hooker Knightley, the president's bodyguard. Second in command to his personal security unit. Ah! Watch it, pal! That's no toy. Whoa, my bad. She just wants to come out and play. I seem to can't help it. Why do you have a gun if you're not a police officer? She's a lady of sin, but only the president's bodyguards are authorized to use it. Yeah, my name is... I don't know how Western music goes, I'm sorry. It's good news and bad news. Which do you want to hear first? It makes no difference to me. Do as you wish. You sure? Give me the first move. Alright, I got you. I'll start with my pawn. It seems you enjoy chess. You play too, Mr. Fancy Suit. I have a name! It's Edgeworth, and I do have a fondness for chess. Is that so? Well then, Chessmaster Edgeworth, I'll start with the good news. The president is safe. Not even a scratch on him. Really? That's great, pal. It does seem that the young lady was not a murderer after all. Good for you, Nicole. But I... Whoa there. Don't forget, there's still the bad news. The president is safe because his bodyguards protected him. Actually, I had nothing to do with it. I was the leader. It was the leader who protected him at the cost of his own life. So we couldn't even ask Mr. Rook if he was acquaintance of Mr. John Doe. That would be the other bodyguard. Rook, was it? Yeah, that's right. Rook died to protect the president. What? Is that so? Rook is dead. What a shame. But that means... Nicole. That means the little lady who killed him. My brother in arms. That ain't true. I ain't a murderer. Whoa there. Pipe down, little Miss the Murderer. Put the gun down. We don't need another murderer on our hands, okay? I have a gun. It's like, the good news is, safe. Bad news, I got a gun. Jeez, even if we had to make a sacrifice to protect the king, it's a pretty bad move. That castling. Sacrifices and castles. What is he talking about, sir? They're all chess terms. I don't understand chess! He's saying the rook saved his life in exchange for the president. This guy sure talks funny, sir. Oh, he's a rook who protected the king. The president's like the king. If this is like a game of chess, the president's the king. Horace Knightley, was it? What do you mean? What do you want? I'd like to examine the victim's body as soon as possible. And if it's possible, I'd like to question the president. Sorry, but I can't let you do that. What? I got another piece of news for you. And this one's a doozy. Another piece of news? From here on out, this investigation will be handled by the Jinfa police. What? What's going on, pal? This case is under our jurisdiction. You have no right to interfere. You're Prosecutor Edgeworth, right? The president knows about you solving the Yatagatu case. I'm honored. That's why the chief prosecutor designated you to be in charge of this case. Seems the chief prosecutor made a little appeal to the president. But it looks like you're the wrong guy for the job. I didn't know you had this kind of reaction. It's the president's orders. If you oppose, you'll cause an international incident. Capiche? Hey, little lady, Get over here. We'll continue your questioning inside the president's plane. No, no. I didn't do nothing. Hey now, don't be a baby. You ain't scared of little Jean-Paul Justice? No, not at all. I meant, no. Mr. Prosecutor, please help me. Miss Swift? It's clear that Miss Swift was the person in the red hood. However, it doesn't mean that the whole truth has been revealed. I really didn't do it. Please believe me. Is it really alright for it to end all this way? All I see is a girl with eyes full of fear, pleading for her help. Yep, just your typical average Ace Attorney game. Yep, yep. Certainly not someone who's committed a horrendous crime. If I stand aside now and do nothing, the truth will be lost to the darkness. Yeah! What? What the? You? Silence. What the is an impolite way to greet someone? Your neck injury has yet to heal, and you're already forgotten. No, not you, not now. Also, I can't believe nobody picked it up, obviously, that this man is an assassin. It was like one of the first things I noticed about his details. Like, literally on his coat, he has a shell, you know, for Shelly the Killer? As you can tell, I very do remember Justice for All. You do seem to remember. Hey! What are you doing? Cut it out, pal! You got some nerve to do that right in front of a detective and a prosecutor. Stop! Stay out of this. He's out of your league. Mr. Doe, who on earth are you? I'm not merely a simple ice cream salesman. He's a professional assassin. His name is Shelly the Killer. And Edgeworth didn't realize this. Wow. Shelly the Killer? There's no one in law enforcement who doesn't know the name of the killer. An assassin who will carry out any request without fail. He was once involved in the case I handled. Very well, my turnabout. Add that to the counter of times I referenced the Phoenix Wright trilogy. It's been a while, Prosecutor Edgeworth. Although, I do believe this is our first face-to-face meeting. The real assassin was you all along. This is correct. I received a request from a key individual to take the president's life. I should have seen his face before the case files. Curses. I was careless. Yeah, you didn't take one look at him and be like, yep, Shelly the Killer. I'm glad I had a knife inside my bandage before I entered the park, even though my calculations were a little off. A knife, not a gun. Now, Mr. Knightley, shall we play that game you love so much? Of course, the stakes will be your life. What are your demands? I want you to relinquish investigation authority back to Prosecutor Edgeworth. Investigation authority? What are you playing at? I simply want to allow Edgeworth to continue his investigation. Huh? Why do you want that? Rookie is an opponent who is connected to me by fate. I would like to discover the truth about his death. But when that man dies, the investigative authority was transferred to you. I was simply asking you to give it back to this prosecutor. With your life at stake, this isn't a game to be stubborn. Time to be stubborn. Why you? You're just using this investigation to get close to the president. And what if I am? Indeed, in order to continue the investigation, it's necessary that we enter the president's plane. As leader of the president's bodyguard, I won't allow it. Oh, I thought you were only second in command. Now that Rook's gone, I'm in charge. I'm not sure if you're as capable as Rook was. What are you saying? I'm totally the leader now. Very well, in that case, please exercise judgment befitting of a leader. You can lose your life here needlessly, or will you allow the investigation to continue? Ugh. He's using investigation as an excuse. Why would he go through all that trouble? What is this man thinking? Prosecutor Edgeworth, I trust you have no objections. Let us continue the investigation. Mr. Edgeworth, what should we do, sir? For now, we have no choice but to accept his proposal. At least we'll be able to investigate. But, listen well, detective. I will use the investigation to buy us time. Meanwhile, gather up all your men. Surround the president's plane so that he can't escape. Roger that. Right, roger that, sir. And until next time, which will be next Tuesday. Yes. Same. I said that would be for next time. So, anyways, hello. We are back here at the end of this stream tonight. It's only our first time. It's the first night for investigation 2, and things are already getting crazy. I wouldn't expect anything less from Ace Attorney, honestly. That's just how it is. So, anyways, I'll be back. I'm sorry, but I have things to do before I go to sleep tonight, because I have work in the morning, so I have to get the beds there. But I'll be back on Saturday for some Fall Guys. Don't know how it's gonna work yet, but I'm going to be participating in Reverse next on the 8th. So we'll be doing a bit of a. It's gonna be a bit of a long stream on the 8th, because I plan to probably do some more of the Pokemon DLC afterwards, and it's gonna be a whole thing. It's also a little like unplanned celebration of my 6th year of being a Twitch affiliate. And, I guess you could also say 1 year anniversary to this model, the time skip model. That's kind of the excuse of why I want to go longer. So, anyways, I'm going to see if there's anybody in the stream. I'm feeling in a much better place though, but let's raid somebody. Unfortunately, there's just no one to raid. So, I'm just gonna end it. I hope you guys all have a good night, and I'll see